Welcome to another edition of Creators Outlet, episode 95. Big announcement, we're going to have a huge episode 100, and that's going to be the first Friday in March. And if you've been on the show, you're invited back to the show. It's just going to be a clusterfuck of everybody. We want everybody to talk about their projects, how they completed, how their fan base is growing, what they've got going on next. Boom. That's right. It's going to be a big friggin' infomercial for comic books because comics are all that matters. Well, kind of, sort of.
These are the most important things.
Yeah. The most important diversions I've had in my life since 1974. And 19 what? Was that before the war? Before the war of liberalism.
Oh, geez.
Fuck that bullshit.
Before the cancel wars.
Oh, yeah. I shared out the beginning of the week the link for this, and I tagged a bunch of people, and somebody I tagged is one of those people that goes back and looks at somebody's tweets and retweets for, I don't know, like the last 20 years. And if they say anything they don't agree with, they're like, can you please not tag me in anything ever again?
Oh,
because I don't support that. I go, oh, I'm sorry you don't support free thought. You might want to fucking block me too.
I've only been tweeting too for like the last, I think, maybe 6 months now. I've had a Twitter account for probably 4 or 5 years, and I never even touched the thing because I didn't know what it was or I really understood much about it. And now I'm doing it more for promotion and every once in a while a funny retweet or along those lines. But
yeah, I'm
it's
sorry.
It's like walking a landmine anymore. Who knows what you could say or do that's going to get you, someone pissed off and cancel you.
I'm like, well, I've become like a huge fan of Tom McDonald.
Oh yeah.
And you can't cancel me. There's who would want to cancel me? And if you could, more power to you. Go after yourselves, because
I would say if you want to do that to me, at least wait a couple of months, because right now I have absolutely nothing to cancel. So we need to work before. Let me build up something before you take it away.
Yeah, I know, really. I'm like, boom. Pops, cleaning up your mess. All right. Okay, so now that we've done some bitching, let's get on to why the fuck we're here.
Yes, sir.
This will definitely not be a clean post on ageofradio.org. The audio will be available for this whole show after we finish. I will download it and put it up there. If you are listening to this on ageofradio.org, please come over to Creators Outlet on YouTube. And while I'm saying Creators Outlet on YouTube, please smash that like and subscribe button. We have a big whopping 66 subscribers right now. I know more than that actually watch it because I share it all around. They'll click on it to watch it, but they won't click on it to subscribe it quite yet. There's a few people that I've had on. A creator that's him and his wife are down in South America right now. Oh, wow. And they've been living down there, and he's creating a 3D comic down there, which looked pretty cool. and he's doing them. It's weird because his project is like, you know, end of the world, and it's like 3D. It's like 3D mangaverse kind of stuff.
Okay, like 3D as in with the glasses, or like with 3D models.
Like 3D modeling, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so people have been doing some pretty amazing stuff with that.
Yeah, it's weird because like all the faces in the 3D modeling he's been doing, they're all his.
Oh wow, okay, that's cool.
So if you look carefully, you'll see the guy's face. But the main character, the main manga character of this girl, they were living in a comic book store.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it drove home to me because years and years and years ago, my friend that now owns my LCS used to be the manager of the LCS and in the back. So he just like lived there so he could save money to, get out of there. So he was living in the comic shop, which was good because every once in a while, some scumbags would try to break in every time they ran like the Death of Superman, get this book and put your kids through college.
Yeah.
Things. And, anytime something would hit the big media, somebody would try to break in and steal comics. And, they'd start to smash through the door and they'd hear the 12 gauge go off and they would run. So,
it's just not worth it.
Yeah. He didn't have any ammo, but they didn't know that. It didn't matter. But so that struck a cool note with me. I go, hey, I know somebody who used to live in a comic book store. Matter of fact, he went on vacation a couple of times, and I actually lived in the store because I wasn't going to walk all the way home because I was a fat lazy kid.
Yeah,
I'm a fat lazy adult, and now I don't have to walk anywhere because I'm crippled in a power chair. So I'm like, woohoo! It's like that episode of Seinfeld when George steals like the power thing and is racing down the sidewalk and can't get away from it. That's me. So, and she was reading this manga comic, and now that kind of like the war has like subsided for it's still going on, but it's North America is kind of like a wasteland now.
Yeah.
So she was buried in this book for years and years, and now is searching for the last 5 volumes so she can find out how the damn story ends.
Oh, that'd be rough.
But on top of that story, he's actually making the manga book that she's searching for, and it can be added on as a tier.
Oh, that's cool. What's up? What's up, Sam? How you doing?
47 Furious Tales is in the house with us. Hey, anybody that knows Warren that wants to come on, they can hit us up in the chat, and one of us can send over the link if you want to pop on and ask some questions about the finished product that's going live in a little while.
Now, this shows you how little I know about StreamYard. It's just the link that's in the top of the screen, right? Like the address bar link. That's all you have to send somebody?
It's the one that I sent you in the PM.
Okay.
Or yeah, I have control of it, so I can like do it down there.
Yeah. I don't know much about. I have StreamYard myself, and I'm still learning how to use that darn thing.
Yeah, welcome to the world that Pops and I are in. You're like, well, you just do this. You go, well, how do you do that?
Yeah, with my comic, I draw everything in regular comic style, so I'm gonna have pretty soon PDFs available for like you and Pops, anyone who wants to read them who doesn't want to do the Webtoon up to bottom scroll. So I'm going to have 2 different formats when I here soon, the next couple months to start releasing. Mostly right now, I'm just working on.
Sam.
Thank you, Sam. Right now, I just essentially got to letter most of the pages and work on that part of it. But I'm also working ahead on chapters to try to keep ahead because Webtoon releases can get pretty crazy and hectic. So, while also working on my first commission project that I'm working with Mr. Sam Quentin on. Or wait, there we go. Sam Quentin on.
See, the reverse angle stuff always kills me. It's like automatic. Yeah, all my toys and comics are over here. Yeah. And you might be a comic book fan if you can turn your camera and see this.
Oh yeah.
Hey, this Pops.
Yeah, I can't turn my camera over to it, but I've got a few bookshelves full of manga right now. Hey, Pops, how's it going? Welcome to the party.
Well, I was doing this over there for Mike Jimmy Larsha DeBrin. I knew I got it right that time. So, what's up?
We're just
Samuel. Good to see you, my friend. Or did we cut Samuel out of your name now? What's going on? Don't call me that. Oh. No, I was just over there, and we had Lucifer and Mike, and we were launching his Life on Korra #3.
Cool.
Oh, very cool.
Talking about, now Mike did a couple coffee table books, one about coffee and one about tea. And the conversation went into Cig Joe and Webtoons. You see what I'm saying? It's like we were thinking about you over there this afternoon, bro. It's like we talked about it, a little bit. Made sure everybody knew what you were doing over here, and then William sent me the invite, asked me if I wanted to come out. Well, why not? I just did a 4-hour stream. Hell yes, I'm good.
This is just prep work for Pops for CronCon 11 coming up very shortly.
Well, and it's good that you're here because your stream was the first stream that I was ever on. So it's good that you're here for the launching of my Webtoon. So that works.
That's like
and I met you on that CronCon, and like I was just, while Pops was talking, I was just clicking friend, click friend, click friend. I added like 30 comic creators. And
be honest, you were going future guest. Future guest.
Well, yeah, but Facebook doesn't have that friend or future guest category up there yet, so
we'll request you as a future guest.
It's like it's so much fun that just watching this whole thing grow. It just keeps growing. We went over 2150 today, so it just keeps freaking growing, man. We're gonna blow this up. We're gonna get everybody their due, what the kind of exposure they deserve. It's like it's not as good as a diamond catalog, but we're getting there. We're getting there, baby. You can come to the madness and you can see just quite a good selection of different indie books right now. And it's getting bigger all the time. I'm loving it.
I might be able to bring you over some Webtooners. Who knows?
Dude, this one though, look, when I first started doing the banner program. Now, Warren sent me a banner right away, and he took it to the next level. He just didn't send me a Cig Joe banner that said comic related madness. Warren took Crom and put him in that banner.
Oh, heck yeah!
Him part of that, It was like I was like, man, this guy's next level. This is good. This is all, He's actually even created a couple of other characters based on conversations we've had.
Oh yeah.
Victoria is she's become a massive character, and the matchstick character that I created. I'll show him to you when he gets closer to the story, but it's he's a comedy relief, but he's going to be great too. It's both of those are going to be your help on those ones.
And you shall have it. I love man. And look, I didn't ever. There's nothing that would have ever, if you'd have told me a year ago, if you'd have told me in February last year that I'd be having so much fun being involved in so many people's projects, having people draw me in their books, all this stuff, man. Last year I knew about one in February that I was going to be in. One.
Yeah.
And we hadn't even thought about no kind of crom cons. There wasn't no cons closing down yet or any of that in February last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Last year, I was Joe Collector that was just finding out what the whole indie community was about. You know? And now it's like it is snowballed into something that will go on without me. No, shit. It don't even need me. You know? I mean, CromCon, that was like proven in CromCon 7, I think, when Pete and Phil did it, and I wasn't even there.
Then when you took a nap the last one for 2 hours.
Yeah, the last one, when I took a 2-hour vacation so that, Will and Phil could do that. It's like, it would go on without me. I'm pretty sure if I checked out tomorrow that these guys would make sure that this kept going on.
I'd need a stack of paper plates to write shit down on.
I've upgraded since then. I have a notebook now.
Oh, very nice. Good.
That was because like somebody named Kevin was like scheduling me like weeks in advance, and I'm like, dude, I don't do that. Now you got me writing shit down. I was like,
oh, I know. I was like, well, let's see how far in advance I can go. StreamYard only lets me go in a 2-week block. So if anybody wants to be on after 2 weeks, I'm like, okay, you need to hit me up and on these dates. So just write it down on your calendar or whatever.
14 days or less.
It's 14 days or less, because once I put it up there, it'll come up on my stuff that, it's there. Sometimes I've forgotten and double booked, and I'll be like, hey, you think we can go about an hour and a half later? I had something come up. Oh, why? What's wrong? I go, well, I forgot I booked 2 shows that day because only you were written down, so I have to squeeze somebody else in before you. And I usually like to keep it, to like one guest, so we have time to talk about all kinds of stuff, plus their project and influences and stuff. So let's start with that. When did you get into comics?
I've got my first real shot into comics was a Nintendo Power magazine back in when I was in 4th grade. They started running out these Nintendo Powers, and it had the English translation of these Super Mario Brother comics that came out, I believe, it was for the Super Mario 3 game. I actually have a graphic novel of them around here. I did on my desk. Here it is. It was this one right here, the Super Mario Adventures. And when I started reading this, it was just it struck. I was always drawing beforehand, but then yes.
Can you tell the kids have been in my room today?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's either that or Warren's been in your room, and we want to avoid those questions.
He's one of the kids. It's okay. He can play the room.
He was drawing a Cig Joe piece on my wall. Don't worry about it.
Dude, I really wish I could get somebody to come and just do a wall mural for me.
Oh, that would be cool.
You know what I mean? Just like, look, instead of all this art, I mean, not that I don't appreciate all it, but man, wouldn't it be awesome to just have a wall that was a piece of fucking art?
Much like, let me grab it quick. My Joker jacket. There you go, right up in the corner.
There you go.
Oh wow, yeah.
I had a friend in Arizona, and he was an artist. And he had his closet. He had taken a place that we used to go to party called the Narrows. It was a canyon, a rock canyon with water, swimming, everything,
Mm-hmm.
And he drew this on the wall on the back wall of this closet from, the place where we used to always party, from the view from the rock that we sat on. It's a big flat rock that like 20 people could sit on. And we'd sit there and build a fire and, do the whole thing, right? He drew this picture of the view of the canyon from that point of view so that he could sit in his room and always be able to see that view.
Oh, that's cool.
Come on, man. Awesome. I want to do something like that.
Well, I did have a big mural at our high school when I was in my junior year. I heard it was still there in the lunchroom, but I'm not 100% sure.
Let's see. We got to catch up on this.
Oh.
I know Joey was talking about us last night. I was watching.
Pops is always watching.
That's right. I do.
He sees everything.
I have 2-3 streams up. If one is cool enough to have the closed caption, I can watch it and listen to what another one that's going on at the same time. I've been known to do it. I got to know what's going on, man.
Anthony Ogja does fantastic murals.
Does he travel and do them for free? This is
See, that was the problem. I was going to recommend my friend that did my jacket because he actually years and years ago he airbrushed murals in the last club that I worked at for 13 years. He airbrushed murals in the back, around the poles, out in the front lobby, and
on the poles. He said, "We know where."
Did he airbrush that right onto the jacket that you showed?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was beautiful. That looked like Alec Ross work almost.
It is.
Oh, okay.
It's all Joker related pieces out of that Alex Ross hardcover for DC.
Okay, yeah, the one with the famous one with the Harley and him dancing.
Yep, Mad Love. Yep. That's not in there. It's all like hardcore Joker. So of course the centerpiece is that big Jack Nicholson-esque Joker head.
Yeah.
And then there's like all these different like little black and white pieces all throughout. And the very bottom of the jacket, because you know how those biker jackets, there's like this band about this wide at the bottom. So right around that band right there is Batman and Joker going at each other.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
I unpacked that jacket and I got so excited that no, not for free. When I unpacked that jacket and it weighs so much, it turned the arm of my chair back on and slammed me into that wall of comic boxes I showed earlier, and my feet went whoop, and it put me in the hospital for 3 days. But everybody goes, "Why are you back in the hospital?" I go, "Well, I miss pretty nurses giving me sponge baths. Leave me the hell alone."
There you go. I do have a question for Warren, though. This is a question format that I got from Shade of Red, who got it from Frog G, and I like the format. So I have a question for you, Warren. What is your favorite metal band, and why is it Black Label Society?
That was because of Zakk Wylde, the greatest metal guitarist ever.
Right answer. Right answer. See that?
Well, I'm also a huge Pantera fan, and that's up there.
That's hand in hand right there.
I shed tears when I heard about what happened with Dime, so it was like, one of
my favorite pictures is Zakk holding the framed picture of Dime.
Yeah.
I have that picture of one of my desktop backgrounds. I'm big Zakk fan, big Dime fan.
Oh yeah, Zakk Wylde, yeah. And it's like you're seeing him play. He shreds guitar. He'll jump on a piano and make you cry. He's all over the place.
I actually found a book that I thought was Pop's here. It's a binder, and it's a big card collection of all these metal bands that apparently Pops used to roadie for.
All of them.
Every single one.
Really?
Yeah, all of them.
They were like cheap cards that we got from my local LCS, and we all bought got them for like $10 a box. So we all bought like 2 or 3 boxes to see if we could get like all the chase cards. and there's like some like little hologram stickers in there, and art poster stickers. There's lots of Maiden like album cover art, and a little bit of Dead stuff in there, and a little bit of everything.
Awesome. So everybody, we are here because of
that guy.
Cig Joe. Cig
Yes,
Joe.
sir.
Are we sharing some screens? Are we showing some
Yep,
stuff?
I have some stuff here. Let me give you a shit.
Let me take over your show, Will. Fuck it.
Go ahead.
I'm just going to share my screen.
Yeah, you have Will on my show so that he would like fill in all my blank spots. Because I used to be no good at this at all. I didn't have questions. I didn't know what to ask anybody. I was like, just, when I first started doing this, it was bland.
Here's the cover for essentially issue 1 right here. And this is the main crew and the family of the book. You've got U-Turn, which is kind of, his name's Ulysses, but Ulysses Turner, but everyone calls him U-Turn. And he's kind of the patriarch of the family. He's brought everyone together. He found them all. They're all kind of like abandoned misfits in their own right. You have Amanda. She's Joe and Cig's sister. She was a service android that U-Turn found, repaired, and sort of upgraded her the best he could, and gave her her own, gave her her own life back. And then you have Cig and Joe, the brothers, right here in the middle. And then the guy a little down here is Marv, and he is. There's a lot of history in the book about different kinds of science kind of gone wrong, like they working on androids, AI, working on cloning. And this little guy was part of a group of. They were essentially created to be just essentially service and to fill in little roles. They were like biological androids essentially, and he was a friend of U-Turns, and now he's part of the group. And he has they're no longer allowed to make any of their kind anymore. And we have let's see here. I'll show some more stuff. Here is. Some of the characters. We got Victoria. She's a bounty hunter. This was the one that was inspired by Pops, and she'll end up being she'll be in with the guys. And she has her own backstory. A lot of people were damaged by one of the main villains in it that we'll get into later in the story also. But this is
Victoria. Yeah, Victoria.
This is Samuel I. He's another bounty hunter. He has like this gigantic eyeball head, but it's actually a containment unit that's part of for his brain. But it's also part of, like, you'll notice I do a lot of all of my androids have these big round sphere heads, and it's all ties into kind of like the story and the company and how a lot of the stuff as it goes along. This here is a shot I did when I come up with the different story arcs. Sometimes I'll try to put the whole arc into like one big picture as a drawing to kind of help me remember everything, and also act as like kind of an advertisement. And this was a gigantic mining facility that when they hit a vein of poisonous gas, it filled the entire canyon. Well, if this is your settlement and you have to make money and this is you either leave it or you work around it. So now they've built this whole society and mining camp around this gigantic poison-filled canyon that they have to mine resources off of. And here's a shot from a 2-page spread from one of the future chapters, some of the wildlife on the planet there, and me playing around with my sort of gray tone style, because I'm colorblind, so I don't do digital color. And so I just worked around different tones of gray and kind of created this kind of gray tone style, but a little bit more. I add a little bit more to it than what your average just sort of gray toning would be. And let's see that one. This is just some character designs for some future characters, a bartender. The world's going to have all sorts of different kinds of crazy characters made up of different items and just whatever rolls around in my crazy brain. But this is just another kind of story idea, but more penciling, like, the different kinds of stuff in the world and different character sheets. But yeah, this is another shot from one of the chapters coming up. Oh, hold on here. Oh, there we go. I'm back. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an adventure story, an adventure comic that about family and decisions that the boys are going to have to make and what they're going to have to. Let me move off of this. Hold on. There we go. And let's see here.
Don't mind me. I'm hitting that share button. Bing, bing,
Oh,
bing, bing.
But yeah, it's gonna adventure story that's really based a lot around family. Their family and also doing the right thing. U-Turn teaches these guys that they're living a very hostile, lawless world, and he's teaching these guys to always do the right thing. But that comes with consequences, as you know. No good deed goes unpunished. So part of their journey is going to be, you could say, "Oh yeah, I'll do the right thing," but then when you're really put into the situation to do it, will you fulfill it, or will you back off and test your own self on it? Mixed in with every bit of action that I can squeeze into almost every other panel. So I am putting in every kind of jump, kick, shot, creature, drone, everything I possibly can with these sequences of action from my extreme love of 80s and 90s action films.
You come to say hi to Will's audience too?
Oh, it's a beautiful dog. Hey, Phil, how's it going, man?
What? You want to say hi? He's talking to you. Come here. Come up here and say hi. You know you want to. Look, he's over there. He's over there. Look. It's the moose. It's the moose. What do you want?
Yeah, when it starts coming out, I hope to be able to keep up a 2-week release window. Every 2 weeks, putting out a new chapter. Each chapter is about 7 to 10 pages. So I'm doing 7 to 10 comic book pages worth of story as sequentials, and then I'm converting it into the up-down YouTube format or Webtoon format. And then also I'll have PDFs and regular sequentials available for anyone who wants to see them too. And then do a whole collected Kickstarter if enough fans like it. And if not, I'll just start a new series.
Well, we like it already because it looks so awesome,
Thank you.
Look, I like it because it's a concept that takes what was bad about Sausage Party and gives us a concept, the same concept, but it's probably going to be a much better story.
No.
You see what I'm saying? The concept's the same. We're taking stuff that we use in our everyday lives and made little characters out of it, just like Sausage Party did with food.
It reminded me of the indie book back in the day of Milk and Cheese.
Oh, well, yeah. I used to read Milk and Cheese. Scud the Disposable Assassin. That's a huge influence of mine. Books that it's like they say, like, write about yourself. It's like all the stuff that I love. It's like coffee, cigarettes, action films, sci-fi. It's all everything in there, and I throw in, heart, and I try to throw in some serious stuff and the humor. And it's like if I have one shot at making a comic, I'm going to put everything I can into it, and that's kind of the philosophy behind the book.
Mm-hmm. And
it's
that's
everything.
It's like the concept of taking the inanimate objects and making characters out of it. That's not a new concept. It's a proven concept, as long as the story works.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we know they can do it right or they can do it wrong. I'm pretty sure what you got going on, because it's like you said, stuff you relate to personally. stuff that most of us at some point in our life, coffee, cigarettes, whatever, we all have our personal vices that we can relate to where this is going, where it's going to go. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
Well, and it's also too. It's like I'm a firm believer in that you can have any kind of a really good, serious, complex story with even the most silliest of characters. Like I always thought, like you could take even the silliest of concepts, and you can really put a great story behind it, and it can be serious, and it can make you laugh, and it can make you feel along those lines. Now, of course, I always say the caveat, this is like my first comic book, my first time writing, my first time doing all this stuff together. So hopefully most of what I'm trying to do can come across. But
oh yeah, it's the thing that I was thinking of, because you were talking about the possibility of once it yeah, somebody's got all the coins, man. The possibility of once like the first book gets released to Webtoons, of offering PDFs to people.
Yeah.
Now I know Connor Bartel.
I'll be right back. I hear
okay. Connor Bartel. I've bought all 3 books in his current Samurai series, and because he is in Alaska, far, far away from everybody else, it is not as close as it looks on the globe or the map.
Yeah.
So for the lower 48, he's using a print-on-demand service out of Florida, and their quality is amazing, and they do the fulfillment for you too. So if you uploaded like after the first book is done, and you want to test the grounds for like PDF and physical sales, you can put go through the paperwork and contract with them. They take like a small percentage for downloads, and a little higher one for the actual book. You figure out what you want to make, and they add in what they need to make for it to cover their costs, and they'll ship out like physical copies.
Well, and with this story too, I've always and that's very true too. Very, I told myself that I am going to get at least 2 or 3 arcs of this book done, even if it doesn't make any money or if no one reads it, no one wants to read it. And it's because this is just as much of a learning tool for me as it is on creating a story that I'm passionate about. Because for me, I'm learning, I'm doing penciling, inking, painting, I'm writing, I'm doing everything but editing. My good friend Max Weston's helping me out with that, with editing. And it's one of those things where it's like, even if I spend 10,000 hours doing this and I don't sell one single book, it's the plethora of knowledge that I'm going to learn for the next series and the one after that and one after that. I have the bug of creating comic books now, so I'm going to be doing this for the next 15 years, whether I sell anything or not, just because I don't feel complete unless I feel that unless I'm doing this anymore. And that wasn't the way it was when it started, and that kind of fire lit in me as I kept going on this, and my confidence kept building. And now the confidence in my artwork is getting much higher, to the point where I'm even taking commissioned work now, which my first commission job with Sam Quentin is a book it's called Dungeons and Dames. It's going to be a pinup art book where he's bringing together a bunch of different indie artists and different creators. Alexia Valhusen, who did 47 Tales. There's some other there's other names here too, but we're doing, it's all different D&D style characters for a nice big art book that he's going to be running a Kickstarter for here in hopefully by the end of April, I believe it's going to start. I don't have any artwork to show for it yet. I'm doing multiple pieces, and I'm supposed to pick one for promo, and I want to make sure I get all 4 done before I pick the promo one. So I'm not going to show anything of that right yet, but I will be coming back though if you have any openings at times and updates, and we'll be doing a lot of promoting for that book too, the Dungeons and Dames art book, and there'll be a lot of that being seen out there also.
Hey, three creators outlets a week. I think I'll have plenty of time for everybody to come in. So Sam said, I think you'll have the opportunity to create comics. Being your own creator, publishing your own work is incredibly empowering. And he also said, I'm going to read it, guarantee that.
Awesome.
And Phil, oh yeah, Sam the man with the Dungeons and Dames.
Yeah, that's a very fun project. He's given us a lot of creative freedom with it, and it's I'm pushing myself and doing things that before I not sure if I could do. So like the project's a very rewarding one for me. And that's a philosophy I have with art is every pencil stroke I lay down, if there's always something gained from it. Even if you end up tossing the drawing, you always learn something. So I always look at it as in no matter what I do, I'm always gaining something. If it's not money, it's experience, skill, something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I wasn't going to do Kickstarter, but then the fact that I am doing what I'm doing the stuff that people pay other people to do, and I can do it all myself. If I can do it good enough, there's a pretty good profitable or good opportunity there to get a lot of books out and a lot of spread that way. Not having to being able to do it all on my own, but
yeah,
it has to be good though.
Yeah, and once people start digging what you're doing, there's no end to it because. I hate to tell you, but plenty of artists are doing nothing but commission work, and and that's more than a full-time job.
Oh yeah,
Armando, who works with the guys from Waco Comics in Texas, and I had them on like a few months back. He's on like 1 or 2 nights a week, like late night, just drawing live, showing some of the commission work he's working on, and his commission list is always full.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I could draw, I draw a stick figure and it ends up looking like a fucking potato. So,
it's the hardest part, and it's what I've been training myself is trying to get down those crazy work hours because, one drawing or like one page that I showed there, that could be combined from layouts to finish. That could be anywhere from 8 to 12 hours of work. Mm-hmm. So, if you're going to spend so you've got to be able to train yourself where you're putting in 10, 12 hours a day, 5-6 days a week, sometimes 7 if you really want to go crazy. And it's not easy to draw, even when you love drawing, to draw that much. There's times where I'm just like, I don't want to draw anymore.
I keep reaching for the mouse so I can show people's comments.
Phil Man was like, I got pages, Will. I got pages.
Yeah, I know. He's like, don't tell Roland. Everything's good.
So.
Yeah, he was just on my stream for like 2 hours and he didn't say anything. He worked.
He was working.
He worked the whole time, yeah. He's got pages.
So, Warren, you started drawing like
drawing.
Well, Warren started drawing. He said like right around like 4th grade.
Yeah, I was drawing before that, but it became focused on comics, and actually, I started finding people that to look like peers to look up to. Because shortly after that Mario comic, I found Joe Mad, and when I found Joe Mad, then I was done. Like I was looking at his artwork, and it was like ever since then I've just been trying to. For a long time, I just tried to become Joe Madura because it just drove me. I mean, that artwork was crazy. Like Mike Magnolia, I started going to there. Then that was really when it became focused drawing. it's became more about like, okay, now I want to learn how to draw hands. I don't want about style and comics along those lines.
Sam says,
wait a minute. Hold on. Break the show right here. Nobody even tells me about this stuff.
About what?
This.
This has just been
breaking news, Pops. Breaking news,
Pops. This has only been talked about like on like a couple other times. Like this is breaking news type kind of thing. So I got permission to be able to announce the Dungeons and Dames art book, but brought to you by Sam Quettin of Sonobi Press.
Sam, I ain't heard nothing about this before, Sam.
Oh, thank you, Phil. Thank you.
I'm supposed to get a press release from new stuff, all that, right?
I got it. Where were you?
Supposed to send me headlines and shit so I can post, right?
Oh, pretty soon I'll be able to display a page of artwork from that. But I wanted to get all the works done and then pick the one for the promo instead of just picking the two that I have right now. So,
yeah, you want to get that in, and
that being first commission job too. This has been some nerve-wracking stuff. I thought releasing a Webtoon comic wouldn't be nearly as nervous.
No, I didn't mean get me one. I meant I need a press release. I need to know about stuff like this so I can tell the masses. Oh. We got 2,000 people in the group now. I can call it masses, right?
Yeah, I think we're there.
So I can tell the masses.
Well, like more than a White Snake concert.
Oh,
Pops carried their equipment too.
Yeah, Coverdale used me to. He lip synced to my. Oh, that's me singing, bro. That ain't him.
Oh, I can't see that one. I gotta turn on damn Facebook and look at the stream now.
I hope though this next year that since I'm working on Joe and Cig full time, I'm not going to be doing much sequentials for anybody else. But I would like to. I'm hoping to start jumping in and do some covers for some future projects and start talking to some people. I talked to Sam about doing a cover for a future 47 title. I'm going to be getting my name out there more and more. But I can only do sequentials for one book at a time. That's just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot, though.
Now,
yeah.
Your mind's twisted around, like the way you're envisioning it upstairs, and the way you're like going to transpose it into the paper. So
yeah, it's been one of the things like the layout process. Like, it's one of those things like there is nothing easy in any one of the steps from writing to finish in the comic books. I thought there would be something easy in between there, but everything layouts and trying to get your sequentials right and everything on there is just
okay. Warren, I have a question to ask you. Serious question.
Yes, sir.
Now recently I've come up with the thought of maybe possibly doing something with Crom.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Crom, which I don't want to be selfish about it. I want every book to feature somebody else's characters in an adventure with Crom.
Yeah.
Okay. So my question for you is, would you be interested in somewhere down the road including Crom in one of your comic book size adventures?
Oh, of course. No
Cool.
problem. Because I have to fill up an entire moon with its worth of citizens. So I'll take anybody at this point.
Hold on. This is very important. Can we name the moon Steve?
Well, it's already been called the waste can, so.
Somewhere, there's going to be a moon, and we're going to name it Steve, man.
Yep.
Generals gathered in their masses.
Just like witches and black magic.
Well, there's a couple other moons in my universe, so I might work something around.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this. I have so many people now that we're having fun, right? And this is all fun for me, but I kind of want to know what you guys are going, what you guys do too.
Yeah.
So it's not something that's going to start popping off next week or anything, but the wheels are turning now.
Yeah.
I want it to be simple. I want it to be a book, a print, a tarot card, original art for backers, for backer rewards.
Yeah.
No big list of stretch rewards, no bunch of money spent on stuff people are going to throw away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Bookmarks and all that, that people don't care about. I don't want to waste their money on me having the money to print dumb stuff. Yeah. And I'm not saying anything bad about the way other people are doing it. I'm thinking from my poor ass perspective. Okay. Both in the buying end, and if I was going to put something like this together, I would try to do it the best book I could put out, but the rest of it, I don't care. I want to give you guys the best book I can put out. Okay. Now there might be a couple of extras, but it's not going to be a stretch goal every $1,000 or whatever. You're just going to spend that $1,000 on stretch goal on the stuff you're printing and all the, it's like, I just don't want to go into all that, so a tarot card, because the tarot card idea, William knows we're going to do something with that, so that goes into it. If each episode of Crom's Adventures included a different person's world, then we could do that, make a tarot card for that character that they want, the character they want, make the tarot card they want, and then we go on to the next one and the next one and the next one. And it's like, I see this as a possibility, but I have to have people that are like wanting to actually do it too. It's like, I can't just like magically make it happen. Yeah. So, thank you for saying yes, because it's a place to start.
Well, yeah, I have no problem throwing Crom into one of my adventures by no means. Of course, I always have to work around. I'm entering a very busy work schedule, but I'll be able to do it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's definitely a down the road thing, and it would be like when you're actually doing the Kickstarters and you're doing individual floppies, then Cig and Joe, fucking Crom gonna hang out. That's what I'm saying.
Well, and if everything goes good, I might be doing a Kickstarter at the end of the year if I have the fan base, because I'm definitely not going to do a Kickstarter till the work is done. So part of it in the Webtoon is platform to put it out, learn, get an audience. And if I get those first 80 to 100 pages done, I'm probably going to do almost a manga size print of it. And it's going to be, if I do it, but I'll be able to do it cheaper because I'm essentially doing all the work on it. So I'm not going to pay anybody like art wise or worry about any of that stuff. It'd just be print and shipping at that point. And I'm also too, I'm going to have so many, if I do a Kickstarter, there's going to be prints galore because I do my own prints. So, I'm going to throw them in there to make it worthwhile.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, when you do your first Kickstarter, I definitely do not want that to be the Crom one, because that's you.
Yeah.
That's you establishing your fan base for your, thing. But like I said, down the road, I would just love to be able to, have the Adventures of Crom and have everybody be part of it, and just, like I said, one cover.
It's a big old Crom anthology.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's the Crom anthology.
It wouldn't have like 15 variants. It would be one cover by that guy whose book we're doing or whatever, his artist that does his art, whatever, I'm thinking that Manny and Edwin would probably want to do the interior art for most of it because they're the ones that kind of created Crom in the first place. Yeah. But when we're doing something like say we're doing it with you, then it would be like you and Manny doing the interiors and like Edwin coming in and doing the colors afterwards. Oh, I can see so many possibilities coming out.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, just jumping around, and Crom jumping off into ancient Japan and hanging out with the Furious Boys, all of it, it's everywhere, man. Just little one-shots off to the side where Crom gets to invade everybody else's worlds.
We are 5 minutes away, by the way. 5 minutes away.
5 minutes. Five. Where'd that munchkin go? What are you doing, boy? Don't be sneaking over back there. I know what you're looking at. Don't be sneaking back over there. That's where all the custom comic boxes are. You know.
If you do a collected, though, you should call it a Cromthology.
Cromthology. See? That's why I'm doing it with you guys, because you guys got all, you know.
I can't find Gambit.
What do you think? Should we do a Cromthology?
What's a Cromthology?
It's the anthology of Crom.
We put Crom in books with everybody else's different characters.
Like
Make a story like with his character Cig Joe, and Crom goes and visits Cig Joe in a comic.
Get into a bar fight, play some poker.
Gambit?
Oh, Gambit's not ours. We got to use our characters, not other people's characters.
I don't know where things are going. You might be able to buy Gambit though. He might show up in my book if my tax return's good. I won't be able to get Batman, but I might get Booster Gold right now. I'm not sure.
Yes.
You can dress me up as Old Man Gambit.
If you get Booster Gold, we got rich. We got rich.
Oh, that's right. His book is looking beautiful too. Riches.
Oh, in Contessa, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I told him if he ever flies over stateside, yeah. Look at this.
Referring to this bitter. Oh.
So somebody got sent 2 of the 4 preview issues.
Oh,
I got 2, and one of them is the one that he used for his editing. I have a pristine signed copy, and I have a signed copy where he did all of his editing. It's like where I'm going to change where this bubble is, so he drew a new bubble there, or he changed this word or whatever, and it's all in ink on the book.
Oh, that's cool right there.
I keep that one. My son, I'm like, check it out. He's like, there's writing on it. I'm like, no way, let me look. It's his editor. Oh shit! I had to go send him a message, dude. Do you know you sent me the edited copy? And he goes, "Oh yeah, I know." I said, okay.
Okay.
Like, I don't care. I don't need it anymore.
Well, but I mean, you know, that's a big deal. I mean, if that book takes off, you know, to have that, to have dude's actual editing from his proof to the actual printed copy, you know, I mean, come on.
I did the tier that you get 11 by 17 commission from him. So I'm super excited for that because I look up to his artwork quite a bit. There's quite a few guys that just
artwork killing it too. He's been out there killing it too every day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I wish I could be half that entertaining. Ooh.
Somebody's been in the root beer.
I did get told though. I have my nieces and nephews. My next series after this one has to be more PG because then that way they can read it no problem. I'm gonna have to do more kid friendly next time.
Yeah, I get the same thing.
Yeah. There is kind of a gap in the market, though. I mean, there's some good people doing there's people doing some good kid books, but at the same time, there also is kind of a gap for all ages type kind of reading.
Well, hello, Junior.
What's going on, little dude?
We got both of them down here now. Both the boys.
Okay, so let's see. I gotta get this link as soon as it goes live. We got 30 seconds. All right. Now I'm gonna try to figure out how to find this as soon as it goes live.
You remember the guy with the big mustache? Mm-hmm. You remember Warren? Say hi to Warren.
Hi, Warren.
Hi. How you guys doing?
I remember him too.
You do too.
Mm-hmm.
What about the other guy? Do you remember the other guy?
I did. Go
You do?
to.
You remember William?
Go to.
Remember? Now look, he's the guy that's the Joker fan. Remember, he's got all the cool Joker stuff.
What?
Oh yeah, now you remember. See, all I had to say was Joker. See, he's got all the cool Joker stuff, dude. All of it. All of it.
Even that bobblehead?
He's got all of it, dude.
I got everything.
He's got all of it.
I thought,
See?
whoa, that's kind of creepy.
Creepy.
I thought Joker fan meant he was a fan of a show called Joker, but not the DC.
No, he's a
Joker.
fan of the Joker. Joker, the Joker. The Joker.
All right, I've got the link in the private chat, Will. She is up and going.
All right. All right.
That is Joker.
It is up and going. Oh, my goodness.
Grandpa,
Ha.
people get Joker and Pennywise mixed up.
Do a lot of people get Joker and Pennywise mixed up? I don't know why.
Oh, Joker's way cooler than Pennywise.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's Tim Curry, Pennywise. is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Joker's funny. Joker's always laughing.
There it is. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
The Adventures of Cig Joe is live.
Look at that. Ah, wow.
Who's
Oh,
that?
wow.
There's the link in the chat for the.
The big tall one is
Yeah.
Joe?
No, the big tall one is Cig.
Oh.
Okay, and there, you know how you asked Grandpa a long time ago to quit smoking cigarettes. Cig is the cigarette. Okay, and Joe's a cup of coffee.
I thought it was the lighter.
That's no, the lighter. What's the lighter's name? Victoria.
Victoria.
Victoria's the lighter.
Oh. I thought you were just going to say Victoria's from the show that I watched.
No, not from the show you watch. I hope not. Anyway.
No, not that one.
Oh. All right, guys, upstairs.
Oh.
All right, hey, check it out. You guys go in there with your sisters, watch TV, be quiet, don't make much. Look, it's after 9 o'clock, so you got to be cool, right?
It's not.
Hey, it's after 9. You guys got to be cool, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well trained.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So what's up? Are we gonna do a reading of the first couple pages here?
Just go, let's go for it. Yeah, if you guys are down.
I'll be Cig. I'll be Cig. Who's gonna be Joe?
Okay, I'll do Joe. I can do a couple voices if I need to.
Will, you're gonna have to be the narration in the everything else.
Well, alrighty then.
All right.
Welcome to Creator Outlet Theater.
Hi there, I'm Cig.
So I just shared this page out to Twitter and Facebook.
Thank you so much, guys.
Oh yeah, I got to get this out too.
Gotta catch the train. Oh, I gotta scroll down. All right. Here we go. Well, I'm gonna get our ugly mugs off the screen. I'm gonna put this full page. There we go. Lunchbox Comics presents The Adventures of Cig and Joe by Warren Brown. A small WC 8083, a small mining moon orbiting the planet Maximus III, a bleak landscape, barren and cruel. Yet many souls still call it home. Good souls trying to build a home in a bright future. Lost souls hiding skulls from the past. Dark souls that hunger for power. They all call this place the same. A waste can.
All right, boys, we're in position. Let's get this done. Quick in and out, nice and easy, no mess.
Joe?
Joe? Yes, sir. Make sure you grab that tracker I whipped up. It'll get you within a few feet of the container. I'm on a U-turn. We won't let you down, sir. That's Cig right there.
Kiss ass.
Cig.
Yeah.
I fixed that grappling hook gun you've been hassling me about.
Sweet.
Be careful with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no messes. Nice and easy.
Cheese and rice, old man. Get off my ass. You heard the cynical stallion, Boy Scout. We got this.
Hey, Cig. Here's your grappling hook.
Thanks, sis.
I don't see why you want to bring that thing so bad.
Why would not? It's a grapple gun, lame-o.
This is the best streaming can offer right here. This is awesome. You're so weird.
Raggedy Ann.
Cig, quit messing around. It's time.
Okay. It's so pushy.
Remember, boys, it's our only shot at this vaccine. Get in there, use the tracker, and get out. Nice and easy. We don't need dab core on her. No.
Jeez. Acts like we never stolen vaccine from moving high-speed automated bullet train to save a mining town from the schemes of an evil corporation.
That's probably because we haven't done anything like that before.
True.
You ready to do this?
Hell yes, I am.
Little post-credit, little history and likes and dislikes of Amanda.
Hey, Amanda, age unknown, likes animals, music, reading books. Dislikes mean people. Amanda doesn't have any memory of her life before U-turn found and repaired her, having limited processing ability. She wears a necklace with SD cards that have all different skills she can access. But she has to be careful that she doesn't lose herself in the act.
And then all the links.
Lunchbox Warren Disco Max on Instagram and at Lunchbox Warren on Twitter and Lunchbox Max. Facebook, Lunchbox Warren, Lunchbox MM, and Max Weston. Oh, I know that show. Lunchbox Warren, live streaming art Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Twitch. And just about all of those links are in the show notes, either up above or down below, depending on where you're watching us. See, now we have to rate this thing, huh?
And also, just so everybody's clear, these guys are in the madness. Both of them. Everybody's in the madness.
We all got the madness.
Join madness.
It's a madhouse. A madhouse.
That was awesome. Now I want to do that every time you show some off.
Well, every 2 weeks we're going to release a chapter, and we need to get Phil in here too. To do some voiceover work, and maybe we can make this a whole 2 weekly thing.
Phil needs to be U-turn.
Oh yeah, we need to get Phil in here. Maybe find someone. Oh, that's my sister Katie. Hello, Katie.
Hi. Welcome to the madness.
Brother-in-law Dean. Hello. Welcome. Hi guys. Thank you. The link is in the chat if you guys didn't see it too, and also it's on Facebook. So yeah, we can make that a bi-weekly thing going on.
Dude,
that'd be fun.
I'm down. I'm so down for that. I would voice that any day.
A lunchbox theater.
Oh, hell yeah.
I believe we're working on something that will be very continuous. You know, I'll find me the perfect voice for him. I'll do it.
Oh yeah.
All I really have to do is sit here and smoke.
You were bringing the smoke, that's for sure.
Hell yes.
Oh yeah, it's out right now, Dean. I sent out a link in the chat. There's a link in the chat, and there's also a link in my Facebook. It's live on Webtoons.
Yep. Webtoons.com/en/challenge/the Adventures of Cig and Joe with hash marks in between each word.
And now we just need to get this.
Dude, that's almost fun enough to make a radio show. Now I'm starting thinking total different direction with the Adventures of Crom. Maybe that should just be, we write up little stories and just go ahead and do like online radio. Oh, ideas are flowing on this thing. I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do something.
Oh yeah, I've actually been talking to someone about possibly doing voiceover work for her audio book for her novel. So yeah, I'm always down. I'd love to try to work on doing stuff like that, little Crom radio theater.
Dude.
Oh yeah, I'm so down for doing some voice stuff.
Dude. Yeah, I think we should get some. I mean, we have Lucifer and Phil, and man, we got some people with some very, creative voice.
Phil's got that silky tone narrator voice too.
Yeah, Phil has
what the fuck? I got fired before we even started.
Oh, there's all sorts of room for everybody. Come on now.
Phil's got a lot of voices.
Brother-in-law is going to read it right
I
afterwards
didn't
on the
say I
air.
was taking away the narrator's job. I want Phil to be U-turn.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Because that just seems like that's like a hillbilly kind of guy. He's a engineer, but he's definitely kind of like the down south rebel kind of guy.
Yeah, he was kind of a mix between James Bond and Sam Elliott.
There you go. There you go. Dean wants to be Joe. Well, Warren, there went your job.
Oh, well, see, now Will, we're both on the chopping block, apparently.
At least everybody admits that I'm the smoker.
Yeah, give Cig a lozenge. Yes, Phil. Yep. Phil says the voices are in my head. They talk to me all the time. Yes. I do more accents than anything else. Oh, wow, though. That's awesome.
It was fun, though. Just that little bit was fun. I want to do that more. So, yeah. If you want to put together something where we every 2 weeks when you release, we do a reading of it, I'm fucking down.
Oh, definitely, Katie. We can get you working on doing Amanda because I don't want to be talking like this all the time.
Yeah, we don't want to have to fly your sister in to kick you in the Weibos just so you can do Amanda.
Yeah, I'll be doing it every 2 weeks. So yeah, I have no problem releasing it coming on at that. So I'm going to release every Friday. So that's the plan right now. It's you can change it, but I heard on Webtoons they like having releases on the same day and then play around with the times and and try to keep it on a schedule.
Right.
So I'll be trying to do that every Friday for right now. And live streaming
Friday when you release it, we should go live at the same time, just like we just did, right? You went live, and then we did a reading. So,
Oh yeah, sounds good.
That was a blast. Dude, thanks, guys. Thanks for bringing me out. I just love being part of all this shit.
Thanks for helping me launch it. I hope you guys liked it too. And
I like it. Come on,
man. You make a great woman, Warren.
Oh, thank you, Dean. You are now cut out of the family. So
you said he was an in-law, right? You said
it's my sister's husband. So
yeah, he's just an in-law. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad.
It's just one of those things.
It's hilarious.
Dean, Dean asked, what does this moment mean? It's
wow.
Yeah, it's like the biggest little moment if that makes any sense. Like I'm just releasing a webtoon, but at the same time, it feels like a culmination of 2 years worth of work or a lifetime of wanting to do something. And it's seeing it finished, seeing it there. It's massive. Like, yeah, it's like it's the biggest little thing in the world, you know.
Yep,
It means everything.
Answer the next question I was going to go to. I was going to say, how long have you been working on that specifically?
Oh yeah, it's about a 2-year process. A lot of, I mean, it could have been quicker. Like I can do a page now way quicker, but it was just figuring out what I was going to do, and then getting to a point of just, you know, I just deciding to do it and building confidence. That was the biggest thing was the confidence, because if you don't have confidence as an artist, you're gonna flounder. You need that. You need to be able to realize you can do it.
What your sister said, brother. 40 years of work.
Yeah, true. 40 years leading up, and I finally got a comic book done. Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
I'm glad to see it, because I remember when we first talked about it back in, on CromCon like months ago,
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I can't wait to see what happens with this, where it goes. I didn't know you guys very well then, or any of that, right? And it's like, there you go. How long is it going to go, Joe?
Oh, it's going to go easily for the rest of the year and past. I have stories. I have enough for probably 3 years worth of webtoon releases, storyline wise. But there will be a point where, at least I'm going on it for 2 years and see where it's at. Because this project is about as much the learning and the building and the confidence as it is about the project itself. So, yeah, I plan to be doing Joe and Cig for at least 2 years.
Nice.
At the very least.
At least, because it's been 40 years in the making.
Well, of course, and this might be my only comic, so.
I mean, you can look at it like this. You build your base here.
Yeah.
You build your base here, and we get to promote the hell out of this for a couple of years while you're having fun doing this first project. But then it's like, once you have a fan base, once you have a base where you can go, where do I springboard to next?
Yeah.
Then all bets are off, man. The sky's the limit. You get to just take off and go wherever you want, But this one, like I said, the one that builds the fan base, the entertainment value is already there.
Yeah.
Okay. The entertainment value is there just on the concept. Like I said, this concept's been, explored before. Some people have done okay, and some people have blown it. Okay. I don't see you blowing it, because it's not stupid funny. Okay, like that movie was. It was stupid funny. It wasn't gonna go anywhere after that. There was never gonna be a sequel or any. Sausage Party was stupid. It was stupid funny, okay. And they could have done a great concept, built a couple of heroes out of that, and sequeled and gone on and on and on if they didn't make it stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like yours, it has the more adult themed characters, which you can do a lot more with as far as humor goes.
Yeah.
I mean, without it being stupid, because they're already adult characters. They're not regular normal things that you're trying to make into adult type characters.
Well, and with some of those, like the more parody stuff, like with this, there's a lot of I put a lot of love into each character. Like each character has their own motivations, their own emotions. So I'm hoping that when people read it, they'll be able to say, I really like Joe, and I feel for him in this situation.
I have another question though. The evil forces of the DAB Corporation.
Yes, sir. The Defense Assault Biological Weapon Corporation. They're kind of like they're like the Acme and the Looney Tunes. It's like everything's made by DAB. So on this waste can mining moon, which is essentially like a lawless little mining sections, DAB is the main off and on port of the moon. So they're controlling everything when it comes to the commerce, and they're also working with Rex, who is the evil warlord, and his gang, who are taking over mining groups. So if you lease a mining area and you default, Dab takes it. Well, Rex is helping disrupt these facilities, areas, so Dab can go in and start taking these lands, because Dab wants the whole moon to itself. But because of government and along those lines, they're just not going to give away, a place like that. So Dab's the evil corporation behind all of it. And it has to do with, I got that from dabbing because I dab a lot of weed. So, yeah.
So I want to remind everybody that they can go to the link that's in the chat for Cig and Joe. They can share this out on their Facebook, on their Twitter, on their Tumblr, on their Reddit. They can copy the URL and save it, and they can also do an RSS and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
So far, us three have seen it because it's got the little eye icon. So you, me, and Pops have seen it, and it's got a 10-star rating already.
Outstanding.
I wonder how that happened.
Gone there. What do you mean seen it? I haven't even gone there yet.
Okay, so three people have eyeballed this.
Somebody else eyeballed it, not me. I was just watching on the stream.
Yeah, keep your ball off my eye.
I'll get there. I promise. I'll get there, guys. I was,
It isn't showing up in the app.
You're gonna have to. The problem is it's on Canvas, so searching for it gets lost. They don't have a great search engine. So did you see the link, Dean? Or you know what? I'll just message you the link because
Let me see how good I am at navigating somewhere I've never been before.
All right.
It says
it's gonna take a while.
I got new to Webtoon on Friday. You should be on here somewhere, right?
Let's see.
No, they're lying.
So the link in the Facebook is on my Facebook. So I'm going to tag you in that, Dean. Let's see here. There we go. And
let me put it down here again. Oink. Yeah, because I tried searching for it and I couldn't find it. I had to go back through.
Yeah, they don't have a great system for that, especially if you don't have any real hits or anything yet.
Yeah, so it'll take a while it's going to take a little while to build up, but hopefully our.
That second one you sent works. Awesome. Okay, cool.
The very undramatic reading that we'll do every few weeks of the Adventures of Cig and Joe.
Now I've looked at it. Ha! You have to subscribe. Jeez.
Yep.
Yeah, well, now I'm going to bump it up here, baby.
So I don't know what that first one is. I think that might be the subscribe one. You got like one subscription, 5 people have looked at it, and it's got a 10-star rating. So, hey, yeah.
So if I just take it off right now, I can say I had a perfect comic book on Webtoons. That's perfect. Before I get any down ratings. Awesome.
There. And hey, look, our numbers matched for like a second. There were like 5 people watching us here, and then there were 5 people watching Cig and Joe. So somebody left to go read Cig and Joe.
Okay, cool.
Which is fine because that's the whole point of doing this. Next time, we prefer you wait until after the stream's done.
That was probably me, man.
Was it? I don't doubt it, Pops.
Man, I'm just all over Twitter right now. I just popped over to Twitter and it's like, there's my tweet being retweeted asking Tom McDonald and Gina Carano to come out to CromCon, and there's my tweet earlier from back Life on Korra 3, and then there's Lucifer Storm having fun with Pops Van Zant, Bill Leon, and there's Silvar. He retweeted my tweet. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
This little guy's going to keep showing up in the series too. He's going to be kind of like running through the whole time.
Cig Joe is like Saglafair. He's everywhere.
Yeah, I'm good with this. Yeah. Friday nights, huh?
Yeah. I'll be doing the next chapter. It's all ready to go, so I'll be releasing it 2 weeks from today. And while I get the third chapter, I need to do the lettering and send it off to be edited. And I'm working on the pencils on the 5th chapter right now. And I'll be when I live stream, I work on that also. Well, and when I'm not live streaming, I'm working on it. And
so it just so happens that the next undramatic reading of Cig Joe Chapter 2 will be happening during my 100th episode on March 5th.
That's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah,
we'll have like random people. We'll just keep reading it over and over again. We'll just recast the voices.
This was what my question was going to be. Are you going to do this every other Friday on your show, Will?
Sure.
Okay. Because if not, it's like I don't do anything on Fridays. So anytime you can
start, it's going to be a train robbery. It's going to be the first 10 chapters. Well, 9 chapters of train robbery and the 10th chapter is a prologue. So
anytime that you can't do it, Will, or whatever, I got your back. We'll back you up over on the madness. So
oh yeah. But,
we'll definitely do it. We'll definitely do it every other week, regardless. I'm down. I'm involved in a radio show.
and this works out even better for me because now I don't have to worry about who I'm having on as a guest like every other Friday.
Not only that, but we can, like, in the StreamYard, you can record just the audio.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can, like, keep all the segments and, like, later on, like, play the whole audio of the whole freaking thing all at once.
Oh, yeah, we can keep I'll edit all those together, and then if I do a release for Kickstarter, I can have an audio track for the whole graphic. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll have to do the
audio book to go along with the comic book.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. Like, we'll have to do that separate, like a private recording just for the audio reading. We
are fucking idea men, guys. That's like the PDF. That's like an addition to the PDF. It's like you don't just get the PDF, you get the audio book.
Oh, it would have ruined my career. I would have been done, Katie. I would have blamed it on you too. Like, oh, Cig Joe's dead. That's done.
Dude, imagine that though. Instead of the PDF, you giving them the audio book.
Oh yeah,
dude,
it's gonna be cool.
That's a great idea. That's smoking idea.
And like every panel, we have to hit the bell like the old Walt Disney Tinkerbell books. Ding, next page. or better yet, we'll hit the bong in between each page.
That's not until he gets into the more later issues, the nighttime issues and stuff. Yeah, Phil, that's you right there, bro. Phil, Phil, that's you turn. That's you right there, dude.
Phil Leon on the screen. He's got that big 70s porn stash.
Out, nice and easy, no mess.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was fun. I'll have to definitely cultivate a Cig voice.
Oh yeah.
I think you already have the Cig voice. You just talk like you used to talk when you were smoking cigarettes 10 packs a day.
Yeah, 10 packs a day. But I don't know, pack a day probably at my worst. And those
was 2 packs at my worst.
Those times never lasted long for me though, because it was like The only time I smoked a lot of cigarettes is when I didn't have nothing else to smoke.
I didn't start smoking cigarettes till I got in the Army. It's about a year in the Army, and then I started smoking Marlboro Lights. And then before I know it, I was doing 2 packs of Marlboro Reds a day.
Your dad's watching too, bro.
Oh, I know. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
That's okay. My mom was on my live stream earlier. She was talking to me on the phone. She called me on the phone. I'm like, Mom, I'm live right now.
Dad doesn't know how to comment.
I was like, everybody say hi, Mom. So I held the phone out and everybody said hi to Mom.
I have a very great supportive family that would help me through this. When I started to really want to do this, I gave up driving CDL mixer trucks. I was making 65,000 a year, and I was not happy. I was slowly, essentially just dying. It felt like. So I was like, I'm at an age, I don't have any kids, no responsibilities. I'm just going to drop everything, get down to barely anything money-wise, and do this book. And they have been super supportive and helpful, and it has been a huge help through all of this.
Now I'm looking at that at the avatar for Dean there, and it looks like you got lots of nephews and nieces.
Yeah, I have a niece, Missa, and I have 2 nephews, Cash and Adam. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'll be doing a live stream at 9 o'clock at night, and I'll be drawing my nephew's character. I drew a character for my niece last week. I can show you guys the picture if you want.
Sure. And, toss it up there.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, she came up with an idea. She wanted a rainbow-powered bunny. So then I was like, okay, I'll figure it out. And I drew her this picture for her.
Did you say Rambo-powered bunny?
No, rainbow, not Rambo.
I was like, here it comes with the bandoliers.
See, I was just expecting a rabbit to be shitting rainbows out of its ass.
No, yeah. So this is a character that based off of her prompt that I drew for her, and I'd like to do a book for her and a book for my nephew with characters that they think up. Like they write and I draw. So I hope to do that at least like 10, 12 pages. And since I've said it out loud now and they've probably heard it, I have to do it now. So, but yeah, that's the plan is to do it for them.
Oh, Dean, if you're coloring it right now, give us a work in progress picture. Send it so you can show it off, man. Let me see. Because that's what I do. That's all I do. I'm not one of you guys.
And then we'll have Phil come on and critique his coloring.
Oh, and Katie printed one to color too. See, that's how we do that. See?
Well, yeah, since I can't color, I was like, she wanted me to draw a rainbow bunny, and I'm her colorblind uncle, so I'm like, well, okay, but you're going to color it. I'm not going to try to figure all that crap out.
That's funny though that you say characters they created, because the grandson that was here earlier, the bigger of the two, he created a character that's going to be in Mojo Risen's #2.
Oh, that's awesome! Awesome.
He drew a picture and he gave it all the powers and everything, and I was just screwing around. I sent the picture to Manny. I was like, check this out, and Isaac had wrote the powers on the piece of paper and everything. So Manny had the picture and he had the idea, the powers and everything. So he gets with Raj and they're writing it into the book and everything. And then Manny sent me a picture of the character after he.
Oh, that's awesome.
After he made it into a character. And it's like, I can't wait, man. I can't show Bub yet. I want to wait. I want to wait. Make him wait. Like I'm gonna have to wait for the book. But yeah, the character looks just awesome. Bub's gonna freak out.
Yeah, both my niece Missa and the older nephew Adam, they both are drawing, and I try to teach them as much or help them out as much as I can. And I also, I got to be careful too, because you don't want to push kids too much. It's like, no, you start working sequential. Oh, yeah. No more pinups. I want sequentials. I want this. No more than 5 frames. No, you can't do that kind of work on your perspective.
So John R. Smith, one of the other artists in the group, he sent me this a while back, right? This
Let's blow that up.
print of Captain Marvel.
Oh, nice.
Okay, but then he also sent a blank for the kids. So Emma.
Oh, she did good.
Well, now she's not done with it yet, but
Wow.
I mean, you can see the shading here. Okay,
Yeah.
and she wasn't sure and went a little dark, but she's learning. She's 9
she's
years old.
trying though, and she's showing good good
Well,
progress.
look at the hair, dude. Look at the hair.
Yeah,
Well, that's amazing.
that is good.
She just smoked that hair, dude. And the
Yeah.
Thanos, I like her Thanos better than his. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, not just that, but her shading on the face is a little David Bowie-esque there.
There you go. Yeah. But I mean,
she did it like that because you used to carry his equipment and stuff.
Well, it's important, I think, that also that encouraging kids to do this stuff, encouraging them to draw, especially like my nieces and nephews, they're going to live in a world where, learning how to draw might become a very lucrative deal for them because there might not be much, other stuff to do, limitations on there. And plus, too, just being happy, doing something that you love to do.
I like your sister, man. Right on. She just... You better hold on to that one. No. What's up, Phil? Phil's still. I didn't think Phil was still watching. He's there.
He's working in the background.
Well, I know he's working. He's been working all night, even when he was on the stream. Yeah. Phil's been working pretty hard for the last couple of months. I can't.
Yeah, he's been showing some pretty beautiful work as of late too. Really putting some stuff out there.
You can tell he's refining his skill set.
That was one thing when I started on my book was seeing how much you can change from page 1 to like page 40, and finding that urge to go back and redraw everything where you're I'm like,
it's so much better now.
But Max Weston, my editor, he was just like, no, people like to see the growth. Just keep going forward. I was like, no, I gotta go back. I could do this steering wheel a lot better. And I did this cloud horrible, and But yeah, it's I like.
God, he sounds like Jim O'Reilly now.
Yeah, he is like Jim, isn't he? Hey, that's a good thing, though. That's a good thing, though.
Oh, for sure.
No doubt. And
yeah.
Dude killed her. Warren, congratulations, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's been a wild ride, and just to think it's just starting.
Okay, I just refreshed the page, so I need to bring this back up because now you have 5 subscribers, 12 people have looked at it, and you still have a 10-star rating.
Outstanding! Oh wow, this is awesome! Great.
Kapah!
Everybody who's looking at it now that didn't see earlier in the stream, you get a reading in this stream. You get a reading. Okay.
Top of the line theatrical performances.
Yes, you get an actual reading of the first day, the launch.
Yeah.
How many people do that on their book?
The grandchildren and the kids almost brought down the oxygen tank for Pops.
Actually, for those of you who did know but didn't know, my granddaughter was in the hospital a couple of days ago and breathing problems, and she's home and she's okay, and it's all good. So for those of you who knew that she was in the hospital and you didn't know the update, the update is everything's good, she's home, it's all good. New medications, whatever, but she's all good. So appreciate
we are all glad to hear that.
Yeah,
never like to hear anything bad,
I appreciate all the people that reached out because I said something just in passing. I was in the middle of Rising Tides. He was doing a show the other morning, and in the middle of it, it was like I had to just leave. You know, I told everybody, I'm in my granddaughter hospital.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have time to explain anything or anything. And a lot of people reached out. I just want everybody to know it's all good. You know, she little asthma problem. We had to change her inhaler, but you know, she's home, happy.
I know here
Well,
in Washington, it's been really bad for allergies this year. It's been
Yeah, well,
rough.
they said something about that. It was kicked off by her allergies. But yeah, when they sent her to the hospital, it's like I had to break out and go make her up a package of comic books to send up to the hospital with her. And, you know, it was like, that's all I was thinking. It's like, man, they're going to keep her overnight. I knew already. They're going to keep her overnight. She can be stuck there with nothing to do. Hold up, Travis. Don't leave yet. Ran over there, grabbed a bunch of her books out of the box, you know, and made sure she had a little package up there in the Nicole Center, some comic or some coloring books and stuff. So, you know,
Good.
and they say, they say she slept through the night just fine, and that was what the problem has been. It's been her breathing at night. So, you know, hopefully the new stuff works.
Yeah.
There you go.
and you're up to a dozen people eyeballing.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, dude, we're
13.
we're gonna pop this all over. You know, I mean, it's gonna get retweeted all over Twitter. It's gonna get popped all over the place. We
Oh, yeah.
The reach has grown, Warren, since you first met Pops. The reach has
Yeah. You've been on quite the meteoric rise.
yeah, well, Will's right there too. I like Will's been coming along, being a guest co-host sometimes, and really a major contributor to what's going on in the madness. He goes right along with us, side by side. So I mean, you got Rising Tide, Indie Bolt, Terraform, all these great little groups that are all just helping each other out and helping everybody involved. Man, it's awesome.
Yep. And Variant's supposed to come on one of the podcasts really soon because I want to get a more in-depth feel for him and his ladies Liberty Publishing.
Liberty Distribution.
Like you said, Liberty Distribution. At least I got the Liberty part right.
Yes, that is one of those things I'm talking about where we're talking about putting indie comics on the store shelves.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually I contacted him the other night and got the link because Brainy Pixel wanted to contact him and find out when they go from PDF to print how they can get their books into stores.
Yep, that's the whole man. That's the goal. That's the goal. I want to be able to go to my LCS and get all you guys' books without having to pay to have them all shipped all the damn time. Mm-hmm. That's my goal. That's my dream. That's the end game of everything that I'm doing right now is getting it so everybody's books can be at my LCS, my personal LCS. Yes, Junior. What can I do for you?
So this is your last video they're gonna be on?
Why do you think this is gonna be? You mean the last one today?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you've been with Phil's, Mike, and
Phil, Mike, and who?
I forgot.
Come on, it's the guy you like. What's his name? Please allow me to introduce myself.
It starts with an L.
Yes, it does. You can call him Mr. Storm, though, okay?
Okay.
You can remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Storm?
Just like Johnny Storm.
That's right, just like Johnny Storm. Look at this. Look at this guy over here, huh?
Educational on the comic book pop culture scene.
Yeah,
14 eyeballs on the project.
This is our comic creator. This one, Warren.
Nice. Hello. You gonna be making some future comic books?
He's most likely gonna be the guy running this show right here when I'm gone too. So not William's show, but I mean the madness. My show.
Well, I'll know where to bring my nephew then once he starts creating comics too.
You want to work with William's nephew? Make comics in the future? Sure. Just sure. There you go.
Why not?
14.
That's why I'm teaching mine to draw so I can chain him to a table and do most of the work for me.
14.
You want to get fed and watch The Mandalorian? 2 pages.
You work on that perspective with Sig.
Talking about Boba Fett and the Mandalorian and all kinds of stuff, dude. We just talk about stuff that's cool.
How about that Mortal Kombat trailer?
More combat?
Yeah.
Mortal
That
Kombat.
trailer.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Tell them what video game you play right now.
Um,
Oh, look.
it's Boba Fett.
It's Boba
This is the way.
This is actually an old toy.
That's a really old. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's really
So
old.
you got the Sarlacc pit there, and
McDonald's.
you balance him on his chin, and he just spins around like he's gonna fall like that.
Was that McDonald's toy or
Burger King.
Burger King? Here, you see.
They made one like this. They got one with Boba Fett. There's another one that balances Cloud City. So it's got Cloud City with the magnets in it, so it'll float. They did one with the Falcon.
Nice.
Nice.
And there's one with Superman. Same thing. His chin balance is on the top of the Daily Planet building.
There you go. There you go. I actually remember that one.
Like the hands are heavy, so it equals out the shifting weight. So
What?
Millennium Falcon.
What movie?
Han
Yeah,
Solo.
March is going to be an awesome month.
The one over there.
The big white one?
Got
Yeah.
your 100th show. We got a bunch of cool movies coming out. March is going to be cool.
yeah, but not Black Widow.
No. We get Falcon. We get the finale of WandaVision, and we get Falcon and Winter Soldier kicking off. So that's going to be cool. And we get Congress, and we get Zack Snyder's 4-hour cut of the Justice League. 4 hours. Emo Superman.
I can't wait to see that. And I saw another thing because Showcase Cinemas is trying to get people back in.
Sig.
They've got the 4K, the new 4K treatment on both of Peter Jackson's Wuxalot ventures of the Lord of the Rings and the prequel to Lord of the Rings.
Oh, the Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
Yeah.
So they're going to sit people down, social distance. So seats will be blocked off. So and you're going to be able to sit down and watch the entire marathon, all 3 movies of Lord of the Rings or all 3 movies of The Hobbit in the new 4K in Showcase Cinemas and Showcase Cinema IMAX.
Grandpa?
What?
Is it the extended cuts or it's just the regular theatrical releases?
Oh no, it's the extended cuts.
That's
So
12 hours of movie. That's
Yep.
that's insane.
You gotta run by the hospital and get one of those pee-pee jugs they give you when you can't walk. 14 people, 5 subscribers. Come on, people, we need more subscribers here.
Oh, I'm just happy people are looking at it. I got 2 hearts too. That works.
Hey,
And now it's all the work done, all the work that I've done so far. Now the real hard stuff begins. It's promote.
Well, it's not even the promoting that's hard. It's the getting everything uploaded on the deadlines.
Yeah. Well, I gave myself I have 4 chapters drawn and painted, 3 chapters lettered, and then 7 chapters laid out. So it's I hopefully I'll be able to keep it up, but if I don't, well then I'll have to learn how to work on trying to keep that schedule.
Yeah, you gave yourself a good head start.
Yeah, that was a plan.
Yeah, you gotta do that and Phil knows this because I've talked to Roland Mann from Silverline plenty of times on the show, and he won't even. He's one of the small press publishers from the '90s that he won't even launch a Kickstarter until the book is like completely in the can.
Yeah,
so everything's done, including like variant covers. All they have to do is ship, send it to the print, send the files to the printer, and get the physicals back and do the fulfillment.
Yeah, if I do a Kickstarter with this one, if it is the first one's Joe and Cig, or whatever book it is, it's going to be done before I launch the Kickstarter. I want all the artwork, lettering. I want to be ready to send to prints when the Kickstarter starts.
Yeah, and you'll be able to do that because it's everything you're doing now is leading up to that, because everything is going to be done for Webtoons.
Yeah.
Already, and people that want, a physical copy and maybe something cool, you can.
Well, yeah, if I do a physical copy run, I'll put, especially if it's going to be for like Webtoon hardcore fans, I'll definitely put a lot of extras in there, and I'll probably go back and fix up a couple pages here and there, and I'll have prints and behind the scenes stuff, and I'll make it definitely worth the while, because it'd be essentially marketing to the real big fans at that point. You get a good 50 or 60 people who say, yeah, I would spend $20 to $30 on essentially a lunchbox package with prints and with stickers, because I'm already pre-planning to get the prints made. I'm going to do once I get a picture, I already starting to get print pictures done. I'm going to start ordering prints just sitting around.
Maybe like 3.
Just having the prints sitting around to sell for people. So it'll be a lot of goodie bag stuff when I finally do go.
See, I'm already thinking like merchandising. I'm like, So we need a ceramic mold so you can have a Cig Joe coffee cup.
Yeah.
So you get the cup with some of the characters on it. But Cig is part of the handle. And Joe, of course, is the cup. And then you just have the other characters like around the cup, but it's going to be a big cup.
Yeah. Well, I thought about doing one of those Redbubble kind of things, those print on demand deals. Mm-hmm. And one of the ideas was grabbing the ceramic cup, and I was just going to place and draw Joe's face so it would look like you're holding Joe by the handle taking a drink of coffee right there. I don't know if those are worth it, but I figured it's starting out small. That'd be a good way to do some merchandising.
Yeah, like a good company to bring up to take a look at is Scout Comics. One, they're on fire and they're blowing up with like all these indie books. And two, they merchandise the hell out of every title.
Scout Comics. Let me grab a pen. Should have had one close. There we go. Always taking notes whenever I hear about new contacts and stuff. Scout Comics. They do print on demand stuff?
No, they're an actual publisher.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
But you can go to their website just for ideas, because every title gets merchandise.
Okay, cool, yeah.
So like they'll do hats, t-shirts, cooking aprons, coffee cups, mouse pads, and different things. And of course they do like, a million different variants and stuff like that.
Tyler Carpenter's Chef's Kickstarter has a apron on it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I emptied
4 freaking views.
Woo! 24 views, 6 subscribers, 3 likes.
Still got that Big 10, baby.
Yes. 26.
Get some more subscribers.
Get that Big 10 bleep of your favorite song. So says Stephen Perry of Aerosmith.
Here's something I wanted to let you know, Warren. That is the very first thing on Webtoons I ever subscribed to.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. I'm glad I can be.
Everybody knows I'm not a digital guy. I don't go looking for stuff online to read. I really don't, But I do. I am blessed that people send me stuff all the time to read. I I was pretty blown away by some of the stuff I've seen lately that I can't talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, that file again. Yeah.
No, I mean what Dustin sent me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man,
he sent that to me too.
yeah,
I gotta sit down and read that tonight. So,
dude, I'm telling you, that story is gonna. Oh. See, it's like that's why I can't do reviews, because if I really, really, really like your book, I'm gonna fucking gush all over it, and people are gonna go, "Oh, he can't like it that much," you know?
Yeah.
And if I don't like your book, I'm not gonna want to talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna want to go out there and like say anything bad about it. You know, I don't want to be that guy. I'm not a critic. Okay. It's bad enough that I critique movies, because you have to. If you spent money on it, you have to decide, was it worth what I just spent? And sometimes you don't get sometimes you don't get that equality feeling, like the entertainment value for the amount of work you put in for that dollar you just spent, whatever. It's like, you remember back in the day when a movie cost $4 or $5, you made $8 an hour, so you could go see 2 movies for an hour worth of work, and it was no big deal.
Yeah.
And it's like, now it's $11 or $12 an hour for a movie, and that's what you make an hour. Now you can only see 1 movie for your hour worth of work. And I'm talking about, like.
And if you order anything else, you're going up over $60. Like just a candy bar and a soda.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's like, and man, I mean, seriously, you get a new DVD comes out and they want $40-$50 for it. You can't even beat them by owning it. You still have to wait 6 months to buy it at a decent price.
mm-hmm.
I mean, buying it online doesn't mean anything, because ask everybody in Texas.
Whoa!
When the power goes out,
30 eyes.
When the power goes out, you don't got nothing. I don't care how many movies you bought online. When the power goes out, you got nothing.
You get a flashlight, strap it to your head, and read some comics.
For me, it's candles, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't review comics because after working on one, who am I to tell someone who spent 100 hours working on something that it's good or bad? Like, if they asked for a critique, I'd be like, yeah, well, this might be a little here, and we could fix this. But as for like a full-on review, like, no, that book sucks, I couldn't do it. It's just like, no, there's too much love and work goes into these things to tell someone it's horrible.
Well, I'm an asshole, so I review comics. That's part of my other job with Outright Geekery. So
okay, I
try to look for any kind of like positive spin, and if I think something is like really that bad, I will throw in suggestions for what I would like to see with the following issue.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So check this out. Without dropping names, have you seen any that you were just like,
yep. One day, like, let me tell you, with every fiber of my being, I friggin' hate Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
I hate it.
My son is in the next room, and you said that, and I heard this. Fuck off.
I'll fight you over it. Everybody goes, oh, it's good anime. No, it's not. Star Blazers was good anime. Akira is great anime. Ninja Scroll is great anime. That is silly kid stuff that doesn't appeal to me in any way. And I got a friend close to my age who loves DBZ. He swears by it up and down. He's watched every series of it. He's got like toys, models.
Hey, you say get off the kid stuff. He was watching it since he was a kid.
DBZ's
Well-
has the problem that Marvel and DC's facing too, is that it's the same characters the entire time, and they're starting to get stale. Like you can only have so much stuff. Like Batman, how many times can you tell a story before people just want something new? I think the big rise in fans switching over to manga is just because it's just new characters. They might be retellings of the same stories, but it's just something new. It's not just the same stuff over and over and over again.
I actually saw something, and I usually don't buy manga.
32.
Because you gotta read the book backwards.
Yeah.
I have enough trouble reading forwards. That and like each one of those black and white square bound books are like 10 to $20 a piece, depending on the if they're like.
I got a whole box of those things. I haven't looked at any of them yet.
But I saw one that interested me because it was based off of a video game.
Spaceship Battle. Yeah, I looked over that one because I love studying the art of manga.
Space Battleship Yamato.
Beautiful, and that one has Space Battleship Yamato has some beautiful artwork.
Oh yeah,
like
I know it's called that, and I still haven't bought it, but I so want to own the English dubbed version because they made a live action Space Battleship Yamato / Star Blazers. And by the way, in the TV guide when they were airing that stuff on some of the UHF on Channel 25 here in Boston. He's got it.
Where are you at? Who? What?
Berserk Deluxe Edition.
It's right here.
It's Boston. It's listed.
Where?
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, Dark Horse. If you want to read manga done American left to right, and done in American size publishing, Dark Horse has a lot of good ones that they put out, and this is the Berserk series on those hardcover omnibus kind of deals, and this one, a lot of studying off of this one. That one and Alita Battle Angel is another big one that I study.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so good.
Oh, I love that one. I love all of the manga on that one. They need to do a new series on that. I heard the movie might be getting a sequel, so I'm hoping that Disney picks it up and keeps going with it.
I'm not holding my breath because my buddy ordered the Hot Toys battling of her, the statue.
Yeah,
and they had to relist it like 7 times. He fought with them. It took him almost a year to get him that statue.
Oh wow!
But it's like amazing. You can change the poses and the angles by the leg. It's all Magna Lock, and the legs can switch, and the arms can, and 17 different heads or something.
I want a Hot Toy so bad. They have a RoboCop, and yeah, I just couldn't bring myself to spend $300 on an action figure, but I want one so bad.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
See, I think the way to go is wait till Wish.com has a Hot Toys-esque version that they stole and made, and it's only like $32.99.
Yeah, then you order it, and it'll show up sometime between now and the end of time. We're not quite sure. Like 2 years from now, a Batman figure is just going to show up out of nowhere. You're like, what?
Yeah, I know. Well, because it ships from there, shows up at our ports, and then the legal team has to go through all those crates and inspect everything and blah, blah, blah. Because I bought the keyboard and mouse I'm using now. I bought from there because I got the keyboard and mouse combo, color changing, not the good way, but like underneath color changing. And it was like $5. And I bought like a big giant oversized, mouse pad from one of the Batman Arkham games for like $5, and like a few other things. A couple of pieces were like complete garbage, but I'm like, I spent like $2 on it, and I'm like, I spent more than $2 on a can of cheap beer before, and that comes right out of me afterwards, so I don't care.
Guys, I hate to cut this short, but there's a birthday party that I'm supposed to be at.
All right, Pops, thanks for coming on. We're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna wrap this up fairly soon.
I just want everybody to know I just put the Cig Joe banner up above the group.
Cool.
And above, how it drops it in the post, in the comments or in the discussion post as well. And I put the link to this on that post. So
thank you very much, Pops.
We'll get you some more coming. I got to go say hi to Cy and tell him happy birthday over there on the Red Valkyrie stream. So
thanks for stopping by, though. Thank you.
Oh, hey, anytime, bro. We're going to do this every other Friday now.
Oh, yeah.
Phil, come take my place. Peace, guys.
Peace.
Cool. So yeah, up to 32 people checking this out now.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
I just linked my my Twitterverse to Webtoons because it kept kicking me out, wanting to know my age, and said, "Oh, you're too old for this stuff. You're too old for this stuff." I'm like, okay, let me pretend I'm young. I'm just gonna link it to my Twitter. Okay. Sons of bitches.
Oh, well, thank you for having me on, Will. Thank you very much.
Well, it's been a blast. We got it out there. We get your family in here talking shit to you.
Oh, of course. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Love you guys.
Phil hanging out in the background, getting some work done. And we got you up to just in this short amount of time we've been hanging out. We get you up to 6 subscribers. 32 people have been looking at it. We got you, 10-star review and everything. So
much appreciated. I'll definitely come back on the first for your 100th episode. Congratulations.
The fifth.
Oh, the fifth. All right.
Yeah, because I was checking it out, and 2 weeks, because next week is the 26th.
Okay.
And then so 2 weeks on a Friday. 2 weeks from tonight is March 5th.
All right, perfect. Yeah.
So we'll be back with the Ides of March and Chapter 2 of Cig Joe, dramatical reading. So anybody that wants in to read a part, come on down. Plus, it's going to be the 100th episode of Creators Outlet. Awesome stuff, guys. Fun stuff. Thanks for keeping me company in the background. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Phil, man.
Oh, Phil, you've kept me company plenty of times listening to when you're on stream while I'm drawn. So glad to help. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, and anybody watching this on the Creators Outlet YouTube channel, please subscribe. I have thousands upon thousands of hours of nerdy goodness. 5 minute. We got 5 minute, but they're never 5 minute reviews for some comic books from the past. From the real past, we've got OK Boomer, the podcast, where my buddy Thomas and I deep dive into books from the Silver and Bronze Age. And what else we got? We of course have Creators Outlet and a couple other things. Why, thank you, Katie. Plus, now you'll be able to get notifications of us reading your brot's dramatic comic book.
Yes,
every other Friday.
Me.
And starting next week, the new schedule for the channel is we'll have a new episode of Creators Outlet on a Monday. We will have another one on that Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be the new art show with Sean Zilla every Wednesday night. Well, he'll be working on art where people will have an opportunity to come on and maybe throw some bids in for the original piece when it's done, or to sign up for prints of that piece after the original piece is sold. every Thursday is the OK Boomer podcast, and then Fridays is another episode of Creators Outlet. And also all the episodes of Creators Outlet, you can download the audio if you go to ageofradio.org and you scroll down, you see like this funky little color banner that's behind us of me. Just look for that logo and you see the Creators Outlet thing, and there's over 40 episodes there. Subscribe. Looking forward to it. Thanks, Dean. Much appreciated.
You're winning my family over, Will.
AgeRadio.org. I have from episode 40 till present there for audio download that you can just listen to while you're doing anything. So until next time, we'll see you in 2 weeks for the 100th anniversary episode of Creators Outlet. Lunchbox Warren will be back with a slew of other people to read the new chapter of Cig and Joe. And we'll have a whole bunch of other cool things going on. I just want to refresh it. 6 subscribers, 32 people have checked it out, and a 10-star rating.
Oh, awesome. You guys can check me out tomorrow on Twitch at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Lunchbox Warren on Twitch. I'll be doing some live drawing.
And all the Warrens' connections are either up above or down below. You can find them in the show notes. Just go into the show notes, and we've got his Facebook is there, his Twitter is there, and his Twitch is there. So you can jump on the Twitch and go check out Warren doing what he does best, drawing. And until next time, peace, love, and read some